through much of this week. Now, again, February is ending on an incredibly warm note across the eastern U.S., and that has many plants confused. Check out some of these pictures that were sent to us on Twitter. In places from New York to Florida, you can see trees and flowers blooming early. Steele from Wilson Brothers Landscaping joins us right now in studio with how to take care of those blooms. Thanks so much for joining us, JC.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah, thank you. We want to talk about one of the coolest plants that I've ever seen, probably. This one right here. And this is awesome because it almost looks like, I almost thought this was a leaf right here.
Yes, actually the flower.
Yeah. So awesome. So tell us more about this.
So this is a helleborus. This is one of the plants I decided to bring with me because right now it's typically not blooming. You know, typically it blooms like mid-March. So a lot of this stuff isn't typically blooming right now. So I want to bring some stuff with some flowers on it that's kind of confused, you know, and so yeah.
Yeah, now what's the first thing you should do if you notice that the flowers are blooming really early? Like, I mean, this gorgeous one, would this die if we get a freeze?
Not necessarily. First thing you should do is, you know, just kind of pay attention to what's out there, you know, what's blooming. You'll kind of know, hey, this isn't supposed to be blooming right now. You know, I would say one good thing to do is to go out and mulch around your plants. That actually kind of helps serve as like an insulator to the roots. If we do get a cold snap, there's not really much you can do about it. You can cover them up, you know, work hard to really protect them from the elements, but kind of just let Mother Nature take its course, you know.
Oh, man. And now, does this mean that the plants will die sooner, later this year?
Not necessarily. You know, everything's just blooming earlier. It could extend the bloom period of it, you know, which is actually kind of nice. And for most, like, shrubs and trees, they're not gonna die sooner. You know, again, Mother Nature's just gonna work its way out, you know.
Then these must be pretty hardy plants. I mean, especially like this guy. This doesn't have any flowers on it, but could it? I mean, it seems kind of delicate now that you touch
with
it.
this one, it's covered in new growth. So the reason for bringing that one is, you know, things that have a lot of new growth on them, they're going to be very tender to the cold. You know, so with those specifically, I would say definitely want to make sure you try to cover them up, you know, protect them, you know, mulch around them, you know.
Now, for those of us who want to get out and get the garden started, I mean, the weather has been gorgeous across the southeast. What would your advice be for those of us who want to get out and get to growing?
Yeah, go for it. You know, go ahead and get out. There's a lot of things you can do now to prepare for spring. You can prepare your soil, you know, do trimming that's needed. Shrubs and trees you can actually go ahead and plant now. They're going to be great. For some of your perennial, annual stuff, vegetable gardens, I'd say wait a little bit, you know, probably around early April, and just kind of make sure we're not going to get a cold snap. So.
Okay, so I should hold off on planting my avocado.
You should hold off on planting your avocado.
All right.
Yes.
Thank you so much, JC Steele from Wilson Brothers Landscaping. Thanks again for joining us. And March looks like it will arrive with a wintry bang. Find out who could see snow and ice late this week. Keep watching AMHQ Weekend. And we're going to take a look at the radar situation. It's still very active across the south.